90 days to live. Can you imagine being told that you have 90 days to live? Have you ever really just thought about it? I mean, the consensus is unanimous. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. But if you really just sat down and thought, if I was to depart tomorrow, if I had 90 days to live, what would I do? Do I have any regrets? I try to live life without regrets. Uh, the times that I've thought about if I was on my dying bed, what regrets would I have today? I knew that my time was up. One of the regrets that I had was my health. Not getting in the shape that I always wanted to. I always knew that I could. Other than that, I've tried to nourish my relationships. We hear all these quotes and sayings and take time to smell the roses and all this stuff. And, we post them on Facebook. Do we ever take the time to listen to these quotes? One of my favorites is, you won't, 20 years from now, you won't regret the things you've done. Or if you're in your dying bed, you won't regret the things you've done. You'll regret what you haven't done. And that's something that I've decided to work on. Just small things that I've always wanted to do, I started to do. Uh, if you have bigger dreams, bigger goals to travel and go see things, and you need to make money first, make a goal to do that. Uh, Try to live life without any regrets. I hear this one saying that just kind of gets to me is live like there's no tomorrow. And to me, that saying sounds irresponsible because to live like there's no tomorrow would just mean throwing caution to the wind. That's my interpretation. I think for me, a better saying is live for tomorrow, because for most of us, tomorrow does come. Plan for tomorrow, but love like there's no tomorrow. Don't be afraid to say I love you. Uh, Take those hugs just a little bit deeper and a few seconds longer. Love like there's no tomorrow. Because tomorrow's not guaranteed. I call this 90 days to live because I've decided to, every 90 days, try and accomplish something. Whether it's to learn something or something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go to a chiropractor, just see what he would say. Let's see what it was like. I did it. I wanted to get a deep tissue massage. I had been given um, gift certificates for massages, and I never went. I was first embarrassed in my body. I didn't want somebody touching me, and I finally went and did it. It was great. So take the time. Picture you have 90 days to live. What would you do? I mean, you can't go crazy. I mean, I have insurance through work. I've made a list of, the responsibilities first. I want to make sure that the kids aren't left with debt or families not left with debt to pay for my funeral. The insurance I have through work, I got to make sure that they know that I have that and where to get it. If I was to pass away, do you have a living will? Um, if you're incapacitated and you're on life support, do people know what your wishes are? Would you want that have your life sustained or pull the plug or whatever. That's what the living will is. Do you have? I don't really care who gets what. I mean, I have some certain things that I'm gonna write down that I want each of the kids to have of mine. Uh, so you can't if you're like me and you've got insurance through work, you got to keep working or else you lose the insurance. And I don't want to leave the kids with absolutely nothing. So that's the reasonable, rational part. Uh, if you had 90 days to live, you can't just go out and be crazy. You can't do like the bucket list and have a rich guy takes you around the world. What would you do? Right? Is everything taken care of first? Do you have some bad relationships that you need to fix? Do you have unfinished business? Are you ready to go? All right, are you good with your maker? I'm good with all that. I know where I'm going. I'm not ready. I'm not going to say I'm not ready to meet my creator. I don't want to go. Uh, my biggest regret, I don't know if it'd be a regret of leaving too soon would be my kids. Not being there for them. Uh, I know both of them want to have their own kids, to be there for my grandkids, to spoil them, and that would be my biggest problem of having to go, not being there for my kids. Jessie out in Las Vegas, she still calls her daddy for dating advice, and to not be there for them, that's the biggest thing for me. Other than that, I'm happy with what I've tried to do. I could try harder. Probably give 90%, to be honest. I don't always give 100%. That's difficult. But that's my goal. I strive to push harder, get the things that I want, make more money so I can quit my job, so I can travel the world. I want to be independently wealthy by the time the kids graduate so I can go wherever they go to college. So I can go whenever I want to see them. Uh, why? Why this video? Why now? I've had this video on my mind for quite some time. Uh, like I said, with the quotes and stuff, and people, yeah, we all know the right things that we should do, but are we doing it? Are we living on purpose? Are we living with passion? If you're not passionate about something, what you're doing, you need to change it. If yeah, sometimes it's the small things and the details that make a difference, but it's also sometimes the small things that really don't matter. A good question to ask is, what difference is this going to make, whatever situation it is, 5, 10 years from now? How will it impact me? Because we're not guaranteed tomorrow. Love like there's no tomorrow. To tell people you love them. Show it for, not just family, for strangers. All this politics stuff and the stuff that's going on in the world. It all starts with us right here, right? Look in the mirror. You're the one that can make a difference because you have a direct effect on your kids, your family, your friends, and then it goes out from there. Uh, if you had 90 days, so just sit down for a minute and think. Let's say you had all your faculties, you felt fine and everything, but you had 90 days to live. What would you do? How would you live your life differently? And why don't you live that way now? have an impact on people around you. Be a positive influence. I got more for the video, but this I've really put myself in the state here. It feels real. It's coming from the heart. Even though I'm healthier than I've ever been my whole life, I'm grateful. I'm glad. I'm happy. I feel for those that don't have their health. The best thing that I can do for people that are less fortunate is to live my life to the fullest. Put yourself in that state. Take some time alone. Sit down and think, what would you do? Oh, but it's giving me a headache, so I'm gonna have to finish the video in a little bit. I'm gonna take a nap right now. I'll be back.
Don't give up, you still have us. Don't give up, we don't need much of anything. Don't give up, 'cause somewhere there's a place where we belong. Rest your head, you worry too much. It's gonna be alright. When times get rough, you can fall back on us. Don't give up, please don't give up.
Got to walk out of here. I can't take anymore. Gonna stand on that bridge. Keep my eyes down below. Whatever may come and whatever may go, that river's flowing.
That song always gets to me. That's Peter Gabriel, Don't Give Up. Um, it just I want to close with this. Never give up. No matter what situation you're going through, how big or small it may seem, whatever your situation is, it's big to you. Don't give up. Don't give up. There's always hope. You always have two choices each and every day in each and every situation. Accept things for the way they are, or do something to change them. Do all that you can do. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Lean on God, lean on your Creator, in your faith. Every day I'm thankful for what I have, but I struggle. I have my struggles. I have nothing to complain about. Thank God, uh, compared to many. But, our struggles are our own, and we have to overcome them. We have to overcome them. And you can. What was once hard is now easy with practice over time. They say time heals. Yes, time does, but you have to heal it. Some people don't heal, no matter how long it takes. You have to do it. You have to do the healing in that time. So, that's it. If there's ever anything I can do, please feel free to reach out to me. Love like there's no tomorrow. Plan for tomorrow. Live for tomorrow. Plan for the future. But love like there's no tomorrow. Make somebody smile. Make a difference. Live your life on purpose. Meaning do what you're meant to do. If you don't know, find out what you don't want to do and go from there. But figure it out. Live on purpose. Live with passion. Because I love you.